Hello. Hello. Yeah, sorry for the little hiccups. Hello, Pinup. Hello, Thomas. Thomas, thank you again for being a great supporter of this channel. Thank you, man. Hello, Zeb. Hello, Frank. Dimitri. Hello, Paddy Vinyl. Salut, Romuald. Good evening, Dory. Long time no see. Yeah, so I just came back from a second trip to France. Didn't expect to go back there so soon, but I had to deal with some breaking issues. And I just came home. To a powerless home. Hello, toilet. Breast. Then quiet vinyl. Stéphane. Olaf. Hello, Marcos. Sound of Minder, salut. So we're starting with some heavy winter night vibes, right? Hello, Two Wheels Good. Kind of. There was a case of some annoying stuff stolen in the house, but that's what it is. Hello, Steve. So we're listening right now to an artist from Malta. It's a record he did almost 10 years ago on the great Canadian label Silent Season. Silent Season is known for the ACV releases and also for the great Van der Velde album. But for me, yeah, the Van der Velde is really nice, and this is one of the highlights of the discography of this label, in my opinion. Ouais, ça sera drôle de faire ça en vrai. Well, yeah. Salut Daniel. Hello, I know good. I know garde. So yeah, I'm under like half a meter of snow, a little more than that right now. So I had to shovel my way to the studio. And it's pretty cold here, as you'll see in a second. Salut Dom. This is an interesting record in the sense that when this was released, I heard it online, of course, like a digital, maybe it was a digital promo or just excerpts from Juno or wherever. And I thought it was amazing. I still think it's good, but on the digital promo, the bass was a bit toned down. I couldn't hear there was a melody in the bass. And the melody is not amazing, but it's alright. I've warmed up to it, but at first I was really shocked. So one of these cases of getting the real thing is something quite different. Sonitus Echo, the guy from Malta.
L'autre jour, j'ai rencontré un vieux copain qui m'a dit
alors je pars, j'en ai marre de Londres et de tout qui se passe ici.
This record used to have a hype, the Sonitus Echo. Now you can find it for quite cheap.
S'il fallait aller, il deviendra DJ. Oui, il part en Amérique pour gagner beaucoup de fric. Alors, salut Steve, à bientôt.
Hello, 808.
LA.
Salut monsieur Hahahiho.
L'Amérique, comme je t'adore. Pays des aventuristes. Où je voudrais oublier toutes mes idées existentialistes. Comme c'est triste, comme c'est chouette, non? Comme la moustache a poussé longue. La moustache bourgeoise capitaliste.
Hello Johnny. Yes, it's
Peut-être elle poussera plus grosse.
quite unusual. So that was Pragvek, a pretty brilliant punk band from the UK from the late 70s. They only had 2 7-inches, and this is the compilation of both that was released on the French Celluloid label. That also released a lot of no-wave post-punk. What's interesting about Pragvek is that they had many side bands, like aliases, that released very little, but so it was a quatuor with this French songs by a British singer, but So I guess one of the claims of fame would be Nick Cash was playing in the band, was part of the band who went on to play for Fat Gadget, and who was also part of the Lines, quite good punk band. But like some of the aliases of Pragvek had featured a young, newly arrived in London Jim Furwell, Steroid Maximus Fetus, who played synthesizers for them. It's just a nice little record. I thought it was time to play it. Yeah, it's kind of a stubborn punk, post-punk record. 6 tracks, pretty good. Now I wanted to play the record playing right now because I want to play the next record. This record, I guess some of you have encountered of recent. Hello, Vinyl Dreamscape, Sean. Yeah, issues. And my electricity issues. So the record playing right now is a wonderful little oddity that I might have played before, at least shown, but maybe I haven't played it. This is Musique Verte by Jean-Yves Bosseur. This is a reissue on Holidays Records, which is an Italian label. Jean-Yves Bosseur et le collectif Musique Verte and the Green Music Collective. This is the original is a very rare record of ambient, jazz, weirdness, left field world music. Salut Liam. Ah, see? Rowhead Jim, yeah. And we played the track Existential, literally. Marcos, thank you Marcos for leaving a tip already. Like for those who don't know, you can support the channel by leaving a tip in the Ko-fi jar, which is the link in the description, the first link. Hello Mark Lassman, nice to see you too. So I wanted to play this because this has gotten a sort of hype of late since this was reissued. It's a wonderful package, by the way. It was a very extensive booklet, analysis of the basically all the concept is that the instruments are made out of plants. And it's actually pretty good music. But I kind of obsessed with that record for some time now. I wish I had an original of that, but like, this is good already. So yeah, so Coil's 4 EPs, the Solstice. These 4 7 inches are being reissued as a triple LP, which means it's not just these 4 EPs of Coil, but the extended versions and the bonus tracks from the CD versions of these CD EPs of these records. There was also when this was reissued on CD, a bonus CDR of a performance that is pretty amazing. I got already vinyl bootlegs of these, but I must say that this new triple LP version will feature 1 bonus track on vinyl that has never been issued on vinyl, and it's an official release. I was talking with them today about which versions of the tracks it will be, and it will be the extended ones, which means that these are still exclusive versions. Salut Calvin. Yeah, Fat Gadget is an amazing pop band, absolutely. Salut G. Dit Jimmy, Mr. Joel. It is. Salut Ulrich. Yeah, it's an elusive record. I mean, it was a very small pressing, I assume. But I wanted to play it because Jean-Yves Bosseur is featured as a composition on this record, Un arraché de partout. It's 3-track compilation or album, Jeune Musique, Prix Royaumont de composition musicale 1966-1967, modern classical avant-garde. And this is with the Ars Nova ensemble. Ars Nova is the ensemble that played a lot of the musique concrète, musique spectrale, canon. So it is some really accomplished musicians. I just noticed that this featured the previous owner had a psalm and a poem inside of this. So this is one of these records that I thought was interesting, since Jean-Yves Bosseur's Musique Verte album is so fantastic that it might be interesting to check out everything else is done, which is what we try to do here. Thank you, Frank, for supporting the channel with an early tip as well. So yeah, this is straight up modern classical, not completely traditional, as you'll see. As I hinted in my community post, I'll play a record I have been waiting for a long time tonight, that I showcased in a video I did with Michael 45 a long time ago, so maybe some of you already have it, but for me it was not easy to get. So Remind me to write to you, Liam. I have something to tell you. Christmas thing. When was that? That was a long time ago. You can pre-order it in on the Coil page on Bandcamp, actually. Hello, Angela. Thank you, Rich, for leaving a tip in the coffee jar. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, there will be contrast as usual. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about with all their different aliases. One featuring Jim Furwell from Fetus. Well, sometimes it's too early, huh? So Jean-Yves Bosser was born in Paris in 1947 and studied composition in Köln, Cologne, with Stockhausen and Henri Pousseur. He currently is studying philosophy at the Nanterre Faculty of Letters and was invited to take part in the groupe d'études et de réalisation musicale. A group featuring Pierre Marietan, great composer. This composition, Un arraché de partout, a teared from everywhere, is lifting its title from Henri Michaud poem called Movement. Henri Michaud. See, that is unusual. Guitar. So yeah, the piece has a fixed part of which the direction is broken by mobile parts or inserts that the conductor freely introduces, guided by general indications. It comes and goes. Huh? Hello, Mick. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, here it's 10:30 already. Ah. Thank you, Sean, for leaving a tip. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. The Vinyl Dreamscape. Okora? Maybe. I've been sorting my records a little bit in the past few weeks. So because a year and a half of streaming every week has created quite a lot of chaos in my chaotic organization that I actually could figure. But I was starting to lose the plot. So this record is not necessarily expensive, but they probably did like 500 copies of that back then, and there's only one pressing, obviously. Last week I tried to find a record connected to Seafield. I'm not sure why I was meaning to play it, but I found it. So next record is that record. It's a great album. No, it's mostly in the house and in the main house. And here, yeah, I did the 7 inches and the nurse's wound. I'm not done with the nurse's wound. For those who don't know, the next is an Australian jazz, left field music, outsider music band that has been around for a long time now, and it's a good project. But the album from this year is probably their most accomplished. Well, a little mess is nice. You don't want you want to be able to be surprised by your collection every now and then, right? Ah, yeah, that's right. Sean did that. Hello, Dave. Yeah, it's a really nice composition. I wouldn't say it's like mind-blowing, but it's quite interesting to hear from 1966, a modern classical composition featuring the electric guitar and electric organ and some electronics like that, without being part of, like, you know, the Köln school, even if he studied there. Well, I'll give you a clue to make your wife happy with your records. Try to sort them by color, the spine, the seam, to at least offer something visually appealing with your collection. Classical, you know, Liam, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean it. Hello, Mike. Kind of. Yeah, that bit was so unexpected. Yeah, it's a really cool record. It's a grower, basically. I got it during my trip, my last, my not my just finished trip to France, but during that trip where I dug those Dumitrescu records. I didn't play everything I got there yet. Hello, Brandon. I have the original, yeah. Which was originally released on a French label for the Musique Ultime Festival. Ah, that's good. Which crab kubka? Because there's quite a few. People only think about the two folkways, but he's done jazz, like in like really cool jazz rock as well. Yeah. Getting your partner into your music. Is it a good idea or not? It can feel like a good idea, but imagine if they start to get competitive with you. Imagine if suddenly they leave you and they ask for half of your collection. Ah, great. Yeah, so I'm taking my time with this piece because this is probably the one and only time you might be listening to this. Oh yeah, I have the music for dance 1 and 3 actually, the two others that Dom doesn't have, and the first one has an absolutely insane, like almost Riders in the Storm type of jazz weirdness track that is fantastic. Yeah. That's good. You have to have your own little jardin secret. Oh, nice to hear. Yeah, well, like I think the way I do this has it's the least amount of possible steps between the. Oh well, no, I could take one step, or no, I couldn't actually, because the record goes into the mixer. The mixer acts like the amplifier that goes into the sound card that goes directly into the computer. Hello, Christophe. Yeah. If it gets really cold, there's always like the hot drinks. Huh? I think there's a couple of copies of it available on Discogs. Let me see. You know, we often talk about that, how a lot of this music is probably the future of like big collectibles in a way. How, because in the nature of the pressings of these records, how elusive they are. It's if you're into it, okay, yeah, there's 5 copies available of it on Discogs. That's fine.
stretch like no other. It opens doors that should stay closed. You are my poison. Was I lost? Does it ache to be alone?
This is the original track.
Is it safe to be alone? I have a heart. You have a blade. Will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? And you close your eyes.
It's probably the craziest Bandcamp Friday I've ever seen. A lot of labels are doing 30% off.
I'm still bleeding. Did it hurt you? If I asked you, would you do it? Would you do it anyway? Do you believe in your salvation? Does the world still look the same? Does the world still look the
Now I
same?
remember why I wanted to play this. This is a side project. This is John Ty, the boss of Low Recordings, with DJ Spy Kid, who was the curator of these volume and Trans-Europe Express transatlantic compilations featuring Sarah Peacock from Seafield on vocals. Hello, Claque. It's on this gentleman's channel. Just follow him and you'll find it. Hello, Ted.
Is it safe to be alone? You are my poison.
That's a good pre-order, Dom.
Was I lost?
So this was released probably around like 1995, 1996.
Did it hurt you? I'm still bleeding.
Like this kind of grungy, shoegazy
If
electro.
I asked you, would you do it?
Really cool.
Would you do it anyway?
Hello, Dane.
Does the world still look the same?
There's
Does the world still look the
an
same?
ongoing, a very present bass frequency that really meshes the whole aesthetic of the sound, and it's all the noises.
Does the world still look the same? Does your world still look the same?
They had an album that came out on CD, which this was featured on, but this is only, the vinyl version is only on this EP. It's super cheap, I assume. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is a record you can find for less than $5. Now this is also, oh yeah, Darren Seymour from Seafield was also producing this. And there's obviously aesthetically a very similar aspect to this because it's almost the same people. At the same time, and also dirt cheap. Super shoegaze vibes with the vocals.
Just a thing too much. Guaranteed well.
So again, this is basically Seafield without Mark Clifford with Mark Van Earn added. It came out in 1996 on 2 Pure. I probably don't, since I don't know what you're talking about. Ah, nice. So good. They had an album that is okay, but it's really about these 2 7-inches that were compiled as 4-track EP CD. But basically, when shoegaze ended, this was what was the natural continuation, in my opinion.
To be so certain, ever thought it might hurt me.
Yeah, in a way, you could say that this is part of the secret history of the 90s. Yeah, it's funny you say that, Richie. I know a lot of people are just looking for albums, but really, a huge part of the history of the 90s is on 7-inch. Like, non-album tracks. Yeah, he sold a lot of copies after that stream and during that stream. So that was good. Good we did that. This is a very interesting record from the UK. This is basically a trio of visual artists plus friends. One side is like a compilation, and the other is Concrete Cantico, which is Paula Claire, a great visual artist, Michael Chant as well, and Bob Cobbing. Bob Cobbing, great multimedia artist. It's from 1971. Very far out. It's a great album. Salut, ça va? Oh yeah, that's a good record. Yeah, that's like I guess a British equivalent of the texture decomposition series, except that this features, as you can hear, some instruments as well. Well, Youth even have. He also has a band with Paul McCartney, Fireman. Yeah, that was Bob Cobbing. Oh wow, nice. Yeah, I quickly showed it because of the discussion during Fred's stream. So I thought I'll play it. Rest in peace, Geordie. This week everyone is talking about the Pogs and Shane McGowan. Full disclosure, I don't like the Pogs at all. But who cares? But I like Killing Joke. This is my favorite Killing Joke record. my old taped copy from when I was a teenager. Their second album. Hello, Joe. Yeah. Yeah, Fireman is crap. I agree totally, Stefan. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't? That's why I have cork mats, because it helps a little bit. Salut Pinap, nice to see you. Oh yeah, there's that too. Totally true. I'm good, Pinap. Pinap, first time here. French young guy who has a channel in French for those who read French, who understand French, where he mostly talks about IDM, but not exclusively. And he's a young guy. It's always cool to see someone's perspective on this music, like 90s, Otaker, Boards of Canada, and stuff like that. I lived it when it was happening, so it's always quite interesting to see someone discovering it now with a lot of excitement. Oh yeah. Well, I think we played the track. Yeah, Who Told You So? But Butcher is my favorite track. With along. It's a great album. I can say the same way I can say that the Yoko Ono Plastic Band album is not very interesting. In my opinion. Now some great free jazz, totally under the radar. Nurse's Wound, yeah. Clarinette basse. This is a German band that only released one album. Pulse 5. Rieselfelder. On the great Owl clan. The Owl Blow. Cheap record. Totally under the radar. And the more it goes, the more you realize how good it is. Now, a record that I had for like 20 years. I listen to it every now and then. It's kind of like an electronic music record, but if you're into Don Cherry, Nana Vasconcelos, or even Lara G, you might find this pretty cool. I don't even know what it is, what you're talking about, Sava, but I trust your better judgment. Yeah, the record should just fly off the shelves. And this is when I remind you guys, if you haven't already, if you like today's stream, to put a thumbs up on the video. And if you're watching this, whenever you're watching this, you can always leave a comment, leave the thumb up, and also tip your DJ of the night by leaving a little tip through the link in the description, the Ko-fi link, the Ko-fi jar. Thank you. The owl is the owl, obviously. Yeah, I've never heard of Ace Frehley. Thank you, Richard, for supporting the channel. Calvin Oiseau, much appreciated, my friend. Now, this record I'm playing is super cheap, and it's the only record really worth having of them, and one of the two only ones that exist on vinyl. It's a vinyl. It's an album. Came out 20 years ago. Yeah. This is a Japanese percussion duo band from Tokyo with some added instruments, as you'll see. Salut! Salut Randy! Oh, Bat is here. Thank you, Bat, for supporting the the stream. Thank you, man. Whatever rocks your boats. Thank you, Daniel, for the kind words. Yeah, I got some Dead Can Dance. I think it's a good band, especially not the earlier stuff, but the mid '80s stuff they did. Yeah. So this is Asa Chong and Junrei. Asa Chong is the main percussion player in this, and Junrei is the band, which apparently in Japanese means pilgrimage. Really, really cool. Air Police, That's the request, ça va? I have a CD by Air Police that I got as promo that I kept. Asash Cheng and Juno. Power electronics, not too much. I dabble into it. Some, but I'm more into like post-industrial, ambient, left field, outsiders music. Hello, Jason. Nice to see you. Yeah. Oh. 'It's a great record, and it's not the only good track on it, by far. Frank, GBL, welcome to the show, and thank you for leaving a tip. Merci, mon gars. Ah, 4 LP, Steve. I hope it's not missing one. So here's for 808, like a little early disco time. One of my favorite drum and bass tracks on the elusive Op Art label. They only had 6 releases, which was like the drum and bass offshoot of Applied Rhythm Technology, the UK Detroit techno label from what's his name again? As One, I think it was, who was helping me that. Kirk the Giorgio, yes, As One. So another Seafield connection. This is a dirt cheap record. Like you get it for less than $5. I got 3 copies of it. Oh, Auto Creation. Auto Creation is Tara Patterson and Kevin Hector, but also featuring Mark Van Eun from Locust. The first release on this label was one of the absolute best EPs from Potek. Probably the biggest name or the most creative producer of drum and bass, alongside with I had the name 2 seconds ago in my head. Fotek and Source Direct. J'ai pas tout compris honnêtement. Je sais pas, mais c'est pas grave. C'est pas grave, on verra bien. On verra bien. Je pense qu'il s'est un petit peu trompé, puis vous voyez pas les commentaires. Mais voilà, on en reparlera. Et puis si tu veux faire une collab, on en reparle. Tu vois. Yeah, this is. I would say it would be a bit pretentious to call this jazz, but there is an element of this to this of jazz. Creation had an album, pretty good ambient album in the early mid-90s that was only released on CD, but that got reissued on vinyl a few years ago in the US. Metal. Yeah, it's super tight, but it's also the bass. It's just a great little drum and bass track. You guys have secrets now, huh? What's pretty cool with these tracks, or not cool depending on your mileage, is standard length for drum and bass track is like 7 minutes long. Which means, yeah, it gets repetitive in a way. But it also puts it in the category of minimalist music in a fairly unusual way. No, it depends what you're meaning, but techno is a tempo and a certain, basically house has the claps, right in between the bass drum, whereas techno generally doesn't and has, like generally a house tune is like 120 beats per minute, whereas techno starts at 127, 28, and up to 135. Normal, traditional techno. Drum and bass is usually between 160 and 175. It's completely different type of dance. Yeah. Because there's not that many drum and bass tracks that sound like that, to be honest. Yeah, Depeche Mode is pop music. next is a record that the record I've been hinting at during this stream and my community post. A record that I've been waiting 14 months to get. And that might be one of my favorite records of last year, even if I'm only starting to listen to it this year. Oh, I have almost every William Basinski record on vinyl. Yeah. At least all the ones that I like. There's a few of his that I'm not a fan of everything he's done, but I have the box set and a bunch of others. I probably have like 6-7 William Basinski LPs. You know what? Sell a bunch of Kiss records and or like trade in them. It's a lot of money, but not sure you'll find it for less nowadays. I got mine for a fraction of that, but yeah. Oh, this record. So basically I pre-ordered that record in September last year. And it came out in late November. And the shop somehow botched my order and never got it to me. And it took them a long time to admit it, that they were not going to get it. So I had to go the Discogs way. And funnily enough, like now that record is expensive. But there was a VG copy of it in Spain with good shipping from a shop I know, Disco Paradisos. Pretty good record shop in Spain, and the price was very reasonable, but it was VG. But then I read the description and I thought, like, this is the kind of VG I'll be happy with. For me, the record is near mint, honestly. I think it's a shop and they basically had it open and available for the customers, hence them like not taking any chance. But it's and this is Peter Zumo and Ed Ruscha 5, or Ed Ruscha 5 featuring Peter Zumo. Ed Ruscha was part of the earliest incarnation of Medicine, who I did an interview with Brad Lehner, the leader of Medicine, earlier this year. And Peter Zumo is a trombone player who's done great records and was a close collaborator of Arthur Russell. Ed Ruscha is an artist as well. Well, his father is, and I know a bunch of sons of great artists who became artists and musicians as well. Ramucho Mata is one of them. Is Ed Ruscha the American Ramucho Mata? Maybe in a way. His music is often lackluster to me, but this, just absolutely stunning. Oh, Melancholia is good. Yeah. Out of time is okay. Yeah, good call, Richard. Yeah, I advertised it on the pre-orders videos I do with Michael. It's the third time I'm listening to it, and each time I love it more. Ed Ruscha is part of a band called Secret Circuit Electro House. It's alright, but nothing. It ages quickly. Salut, Julia. So it's an album with like I don't know, like 10, 12 tracks. Goes in a bunch of different directions. Sometimes you can feel Peter Zumo more than others. But you can definitely feel his influence. The Peter Zumo album from the early 80s, absolutely must have. So the name again. Oh yeah, okay, Christoph already did. I live on an island, not only desert, but not very populated. My three favorite albums, huh? If you think about an album that is just perfect, every track, which for me never happens, it's very, very unusual. But there is one album that comes to mind that I think is perfect for what it is. So much so that I even got the reissue featuring the two tracks that were omitted from the vinyl version of the album that were only on the CD. That's one. I'm not going to give you three right now. Hello, Vinyl Pants. Yeah, exactly. The other day I was seeing the beginning of a discussion about not being able to get everything you want in records. And I was thinking, when it comes to the past, of course. But when it comes to the present, I actually do get everything I want. Which means I can't go to a record store that has only new stuff, go there casually and expect to find anything that would be interesting for me. Because if they have, I already have it most often. Of course, you don't know everything. You might miss a few things. But going to a store to get this record by the Liars, Aphex Twin, this new reissue of Don Cherry, if it exists and it was released while I was cognitive, I got it. Yeah, did anyone do that? Oh yeah. Brown rice with the yeah. Brown rice is definitely one of these albums that will follow you for life, as well as this. Yeah, Select and Ambient Works Volume 2 is a top 3 album. Your top 3 being a little larger than just 3 records. I like that, Richard. Of course. I have the original box set. I have the 3 CD box set. I don't have the reissue with the extra LP. I wish I had. That's one of the few records I'm missing from the Zumo. I was hoping at one point to buy an art edition test pressing white label of that from Nurse Zumo, and I missed my chance, unfortunately. So what are we listening to? A pretty damn cool record with a handmade cover featuring blood. They basically sprayed blood on this and then sticked this on and this. What's interesting about this record, besides the music, this is from 1998, Madison Heights. This features Donald Miller on a prepared Fender Telecaster with magnetic bows, Michael G. Schumacher, who went on to do stuff for Touch Records, on prepared G3T Owner with custom bow, and Charles Curtis on Fender Jazz Master sine wave generator. Charles Curtis was who is probably the main musician playing the work of Eliane Radig these days, and who did that double LP in 1998 as well that I played a year ago, so that I remember Alex going crazy for it. I don't know how many they did of that, probably 500 copies since it's numbered, and I don't think they did it more than 500 copies of this. Yeah, Sean, but I just wish to get the reissue and take out the 4th LP and put it in my original box set. That's what I want to do. If someone wants to help me with that for Christmas, well, salut, Richard. Thank you for stopping by. Well, it's just that the first selected ambient works is a techno album, whereas the second volume is an ambient album, and yeah, the second one is unique. The first one is great, but he's done other tracks like that. Yeah, for being 25 years old. Yeah, it is. Better save up. So yeah, this is kind of like an industrial noise, guitar, feedback record. It's really, really good, in my opinion. My copy of Soliloquy is deep down there with tons of records in front. Next time, yeah, pin up. Yeah, it's pretty. You got this kind of like slaughterhouse feeling, but it's not just macabre. It's also pretty. It's also pretty. Hello, Pat. Nice to see you. Well, that track is a little bit tense, though. Yeah. I wish they did because the pressing is not great. I like some Caretaker. Yeah, yeah. Pinape turning this into an Ask Me Anything. Huh? Not yet, but if I can afford it, I plan to do it. It's not expensive. He has it on his website. Absolutely, very good point, Sean. It's you can feel how you can see them playing it basically. Total shoegaze music, obviously. There it is. It's an absolutely stunning cover, as you can see. that insert is usually missing. Yeah, the only Nurse and stuff I'm missing is a bunch of 2 or 3 reissues of records I already have featuring bonus material. And the reissue of that one is probably the one I'm missing the most. Oh yeah, she just released an album that is pretty good. I'm still not 100% sold, but I'm listening to it online quite regularly. I thought I can easily live without it. I didn't think it was relevant. Hello, Victor. Kind of. I can totally see why you guys are talking about Lea Bertucci. Yeah, Sean is good. He does these short videos, which I don't do. That's one of his many great modes. I wouldn't say it's better than his Dada mode, because for me, my favorite Nurse Uzun is his Dada stuff. Quickiness. Quickiness is absolutely the best for me. Yeah. So that's a great record. Huh? I think I bought this from what's this guy who writes for the Wire magazine, Dan Warburton, who used to be my neighbor in Paris. And every now and then I would get some of the records. He was like, I don't need to keep this. And I guess this is the record I love the most of all the stuff I got from him. Dan Warburton is a great improv guy as well. That's quite something, Sean. It's funny, I recently sold my second copy of this that had like an original collage made by him. It's a good album. There's 1 or 2 that were only released on CD, unfortunately, of these collaborations, and Graham Bowers died and passed away some time ago. Dance choreographer. Chimmaker, I like Radio Amor. Pierre-Henri, I hate him and I love his music. No, I don't hate him. I don't know him personally. I just know quite a few people who worked with him and who had not good experiences with him. But I probably have like 20, 25 records of his. Yeah. Nurse Uzun is so fun to collect. I made that point a few times. It's pretty cool to have a band that's still active, who does all these records and is a great graphic designer as well, and does all these special editions. If you want to collect something, that's a a fun artist to collect. I don't have the compilation because I probably have all the tracks, and I don't collect the CDs. I don't buy Northern CDs anymore. I used to, but yeah, that's exactly him. That was a great blog. He was my neighbor for like 8 years, and it took me like 5 to discover that. No, 10 years, yeah. We're talking about Dan Warburton, by the way. It's alright. I got one of the 2 records they did. I think it's alright. It's not essential, but it's pretty good. I think that the new Colin Potter music is exceptional. I don't like all the reissues of his old cassette stuff from the 80s. I think it sounds dated. This is a cheap record again, very cheap. There's so many of these records from the early 2000s of like IDM type of music that if it's not like an album and a cult one, usually goes for less than $5. This is an EPC compilation on the Leaf label that released the Asa Cheng and the Junrei record. Leaf Records was started by Tony Morley, who used to be the art director of 4AD in the early 90s. Usually pretty great design to these records.
What you gonna do?
And this track is by Freeform. Freeform is Simon Pike, who's one of the original founders of Designer Republic, the design studio that did all these record covers for Warp, and who basically defined a lot of the aesthetics of the 90s. And he's one of the few members of the studio who we know his name and who was an actual musician. I have a lot of records of his. Not every. He's hit and miss. He has records on Warp, Scam, Leaf, Sub Rosa. This is a nice little track, quite long track actually. I got back then meaning 2000, 23 years old. when I say IDM for this, I guess it's selling it short, since there's an obvious influence from music from South Asia, but done solely through electronic production means. Yes, I use some MAO, yeah, mostly Logic. Ooh. Oh, there's a reissue of that? I didn't know that. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, there's only one issue of that Donald Miller trio, and you can get it for $10. Salut Chris. Yeah, really, really good, and that you can get for like less than $10 in total. I don't. White Noise, not White House. White Noise I like. Yeah, I have the two first White Noise album from the BBC Radio Workshop. And Throbbing Gristle, I've said that quite a few times now. Like, I'm really into Coil. I like the second Psychic TV album. Kind of like the second Throbbing Gristle album because of Hamburger Lady, which I think is a great noise power electronic track. But I'm not hugely into Psychic TV. I think Coil is more interesting, more ear-opening experience than Throbbing Gristle. That being said, I kind of like the new Throbbing Gristle albums from the 2000s. This is a little record on the Swedish label, on Ideal. RM. I think GBL, if you're still here, you will like this. I'm not sure where this artist RM is from, but I think he's from Spain or something. This is from 2015, I believe. It's a nice little record. See, this is obviously influenced by the music we're talking about, like throbbing gristle and all that. Even if there's like a beat in this, I find this pretty good. I guess for me, throbbing gristle is an experimentation that brought fruition through Coil. Mostly. Absolutely. But then again, it's not that difficult, Frank. RM, unfit. Nice. Yeah, very good. Probably less than 10 euros as well. There's one Chris and Cozy album I really like. The thing is that Chris and Cozy were like pioneering electro. The issue I have is that I think that the Severed Heads did the same but better.
Of love and the say that we todos vivamos when I ready, but it isn't there was a rival shoot that I'm so sad deeper by the by that singing thing on the flame of flooding to say that we don't there.
Oh yes, some scat jazz. With an absolutely stunning recording. Yeah, I like Daniel Johnson. I do. Pinup, I don't know how old you are, but you know a lot of stuff. That's pretty cool.
Let's make all the way, this go away. How had the way, this don't go away, the way, this is all the way. And I did it, so go away, I did it, so away. For my news, they go away, from the zoom, did never want to go away. For my day, soon did not.
Okay, some French jazz then. La Croche-Note. Here's the name of the band. They're only LP. Yeah, you got, of course, what's quite interesting is having this gentleman on the bass, Bar Phillips. Bart Phillips is one of my absolutely favorite bass players. I do kind of collect everything he does. So it's always cool when you get like a proper French record. I bought this like probably 20-25 years ago. I didn't given it love for quite some time. It's a dirt cheap record as well. No. Yeah, I have pretty much every single Steve Reich record on vinyl. Salut Bat. And now, the soprano. The best saxophone, of course. So soprano saxophone with Bart Phillips on bass and a crazy French scat singer and absolutely stunning percussions by Jean-Michel Collet. Yeah, Bart Phillips is part of the trio. Hello, music in the house. Oh, there's Bass Bar, the solo album, and the Violin Journal. Which one, Pinup? It's that time of the evening, huh? The time of the evening when I also, after 2 hours, I remind you, if you haven't already, if you do like this this stream, to like, thumbs up the video, and if you're watching this now or whenever after the fact, you can always leave a comment. That's always nice and helpful, and even more helpful when you can leave a little tip to your DJ of the night or of the day or of whenever you're catching up this stream. You can do that through the Ko-fi link in the description of the video. Cheers. But I'm not sure which record you're talking about, Pinup. But as we crossed the midnight threshold, 8:08, you know what this means. You're most welcome. Especially if you enjoy it, the music as well, not just the discovering. Salut Roberto, nice to see you. Cheers. We're just arriving for the scat track of the evening and the disco track. Salut Pinap. J'ai toujours pas compris de quel disque tu parlais, l'opéra. Yes Thomas. Oops, sorry. I did a John Peel. Which shows someone was right earlier talking about techno being drum and bass. You just have to play it at 45. Ah, nice. Yeah, it could be. Yes. Ooh. This is bad. Yes, I have Songs for Cat, his first album, and the Hungarian one with the strings. I might have a few others, like a ping pong, and I have a bunch of Amontovin EPs and things. Like, I'm not a huge fan of his music at all, but he's interesting. I know him personally. He's a very nice guy. Very interesting guy. This guy I don't know personally, but this is a double album on the rather interesting label. This is Uwe Schmidt, Atom TM, Senor Coconut, Lassige Bandhouse, Atom Hurt. Very synthetic virtual noise. This is one of his absolute best albums. This one is pretty cool too, Flexstone. It's also him under an alias. Nowadays, for the past like 15 years, he's mostly doing only Atom TM. Oh, I so love this album. The 808 percussions on this. It's one of his most minimal albums. Yeah, Mickey, yeah, that was you. Prescient. Exactly. And that is the joke indeed. I'm glad someone got it. Because there's an obvious connection between this and Detroit techno. This guy is from Germany, but he's in his own world. And Detroit techno is, in my opinion, all about futurism, escapism. The present and the future is grim. It's not welcoming to us Afro-Americans. It's basically, it's the metaphor of the Skynet metaphor. we're being hunted in the streets by the cops and the machines, so we have to flee. We have to find another world, and that other world, well, you have to go to the stars to find it. Hence all these references to science fiction. And this obviously has a lot of to do with Drexia. This could be a Drexia record, the duo from Detroit. So the NASA DES is kind of a giveaway. Amontomin is Brazilian, by the way. And let's stay in Germany. With one of my two favorite albums by this artist. I'm sure Stefan will know who this is. This is a double LP, by the way. And this one is not cheap, unfortunately. It's probably like $100, maybe more now. If you find it in good condition. Almost, Stefan. Almost. Double LP, Stockhausen. One of his most electronic ones. This and Kurzwellen, short waves, are my two favorite Stockhausen. So the concept is amazing. You got 5 different bands. So here it is. Park music for 5 groups. And you got yeah, 2 hours and 10 minutes of music. So the 808, the TRA-808 from Roland, the drum machine that I was talking about, the sounds. Well, they have 3 drum machines. The 707, the 808 and the 909. The 909 is more direct. The bass drum is really in your face, whereas the 808 has a rounder sound. You call it tubular? I get it. The drum machine has a bunch of oscillators and a bunch of circuits, like this one, which means that some of the sounds are actually generated and some are samples. Some of the samples used in the 808 have this kind of rounder quality. Maybe so. Should we do a poll? Are you a weirdo? Who's a weirdo here? I don't think I'm a weirdo. I'm a well-adjusted, productive member of society. Cheers. Which one? Salut Philippe. So you hear all the horns at the beginning. Now it gets more Like a weirdo hangout now. While I'm playing side 3 of this right now. Yeah. Gesang der Jugendlichen. I guess it's his one of his 3 most famous pieces with Kontakte and Hymnen. It's definitely good. I guess, isn't it like normal to... What was the most normal and the least one between the two? Constantly trying, like looking to try new things, or on the opposite, trying to repeat the same things over and over in your life? It's 2 different approaches of life, and but it's not to say that one is right and the other is not. But I believe that. Obviously, I don't need to go in details. Oh yeah, Farbon, yeah, absolutely. Glitchy minimal techno. I would lobby for the word oblique rather than weird. I'm oblique. I think that Randy is very oblique. I'm even more oblique after this. Hello, Fanzipper. Nice to see you. This is so good. I just can't go to the next one. Played some punk tonight, Randy, at the beginning of the stream. Maybe I'll play some at the end as well. Not necessarily, but yeah. I guess that's the joke. No, you're correct, 808, yeah. Yeah, the 808, which is obviously 808's alias, 808, and his avatar is an 808 TR. Yeah, you're correct. The TR-909 has 3 samples and the rest are analog sounds, but the 808 is purely analog, which is probably why people would say like this warmer sound. Ooh, sorry. Well, I'll play something nice for you, Dory, then. Steve is talking about Brian Eno's solution for a creative blend.
No blind spots in the leopard's eyes can only help to jeopardize.
We listen to the cover of Outdoor Miner by Flying Saucer Attack, and now the original 7-inch.
For a silverfish, eternal dust, less ticklish than the clean room, a house guest way. on his side as he tried to hide. In fact, it's the earth which is nonsense, but he lies on his side as he tried to
Hello,
hide.
Nathaniel.
In fact, it's the earth which is nonsense, but
Hello, Marius.
face worker, a slapper by minor, the roof falls, another liner, of the roof structure, the examiner. He lies on his side as he tries to hide. In fact, it's the earth which is nonsense, but he lies on his side as he tries to hide. In fact, it's the earth which is nonsense, but he lies on his side as he tries to hide. In fact, it's the earth which is nonsense, but he lies on his side as he tries to hide. In fact, it's the earth which is nonsense, but he lies on his side as he tries to hide. In fact, it's the earth which is nonsense, but he lies on his side as he tries to hide. In fact, it's the earth which is nonsense, but he lies on his side as he tries to hide. In fact, it's the earth which is nonsense, but he lies on his side as he tries.
Yeah, for me, this is when Wire starts to be interesting. This is the single of the second album. I'm not a fan of the two first albums, but the 4 album, basically for me, Wire and all their side project, between 79 and 89, Wire is just one of the absolute most creative and cool bands that exist. But I do have some of the earlier singles of Wire. Like I got this for like $3 2 years ago. I looked it up today, and I saw this is not a cheap record. I think I might do a video about that, like a decade of awesomeness through Wire, 1979, 1989. Yeah, that will be a video or a stream. Who knows? Me too. In '92, I'm at a record fair and I see a Belize cup. I buy it. I don't like it. Now I actually do really like it. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's a cool story. It's a good take, but it's an interesting take. For me, the thing with Wire is they do their first 2 albums and then they discover this heat and they think, oh shit, we can't continue doing this fucking juvenile thing. And they quit and they do Dome, and they come back with 154. That's cool. This is the label magazine, and I believe this is the very first release by Barnd. Köln band, obviously. This, I think this is a magazine label. I'm not sure, but it might be Mike Inc. Mike Inc.'s more experimental label. Yeah, this is absolutely stunning. The whole album is good. And I love how this blurs the lines between like minimal synth, techno, crowd rock, because we're not that far away from Tangerine Dream there. Yeah, 77. Oh no, 78. This one is 77. Well, couldn't it be because it's music that makes you smile? Yeah, my kink is Wolfgang Voigt, and most known to people who are not into techno as Gas, and mostly known as Studio or miking to people who are into techno. Yeah, me too. Chose Orange, one of the most beloved The Fall record and song. How many Led Zeppelin records do you have, Victor? I mean, there's only like, what, 5? And I'm sure you got like 50. Salut Dom. I'll be shutting this down pretty soon anyways. I'll be playing 1 or 2 more songs or pieces. And I'll try to survive the cold because I barely can feel my fingers now. And tomorrow evening, if anyone is in Stockholm, I'll be playing in a club tomorrow. So if anyone wants to know, hit me up. Yeah, I don't like Pink Floyd either, to be honest. Yeah. So now, one of these Romanian records that I love. Marin Constantin, who's directing music by Coil Madrigal. Not really. I knew it was like tricking me. Of course, no. Of course not. Yeah. Now I remember. No, Coil Madrigal. Madrigal is a type of music, obviously. And yeah, I was playing this Remember Hiroshima by Dan Buciu, but I bought this because of this, the Dinu Petrescu track. This is, for those who don't know, this is the national hymn of Europe. I guess it's both bad. Hello, Richard James. Gotcha, 808, yeah. Makes sense. No, I think My King had a couple of releases on it. Well, you're arriving at the 4M.
Hiroshima. Iertare pentru fiecare pas ce atinge o rană, rupe o cicatrice. Iertare pentru fiecare privire,
they must have.
de mângâioasă, doare.
They might have inverted the tracks.
Cuvânt ce tulbură văzduhul în care îți cauți copii, noroadele de prunci pe veci pierduți.
This is really good though.
Mormânt inexistent.
Vânt.
Have a good one. I'm in Sweden, Ruscha, James.
Vânt.
And I'm from France. And
Glasul lor acum încet
I don't care too much for the Deftones. No,
din
they're not
zi
bad,
în zi
but
mai stins.
been there, done that.
Amintire. O, cimitire inexistente.
Oh yeah, the Lisa Carbon's trio on Reflex. Richard James label.
De vrei să
Aphex
plângi,
Twin.
să nu poți strânge în brațe măcar o urnă, un mormânt măcar.
So I'm not gonna end this with the Deftones. I would if I had any of their records.
Poate în cavoul infinit al cerului.
Well, this is supposedly Dinu Petrescu, Continuum
Fie ce
1.
pas ce-l fac, îl fac cu teamă. Fie ce palmă de pământ ascund
But I
un
believe it might be
catafalc.
Dan Buciu, Remember Hiroshima.
A strigat pământul călcat din mine. Mamă!
Yeah, it must be that.
Oh, aripi dă-mi, văzduhule de smalț, să fiu ușor ca tine, să mă înalț, să nu ating cu pasul nicio rană.
I'm drinking some
să
slow
tai
gin.
aripa-n cerul
Roberto.
îngerește.
Plymouth
Dar
slow gin.
scăpărând din milei
pretty
de
good.
răni, se apropie de mine
It's
Hiroshima.
actually excellent.
Se apropie și se înclină lin și îmi face semn.
Hello, David.
Poftește, prietene, și vezi ce-a fost, ce e, și povestește.
Ce deasă ceață, ce ceață deasă. Nu mai cunoaștem drumul către casă. Suntem și ceața e ca fum. Vai, unde-o fi?
Hello, Eric. Why are everyone coming right now at the end, at the tail end of the show? All right.
Ce deasă
Maybe I stay a little more then. Who knows?
ce
Yeah.
ceață
I have to go to sleep. I'm playing tomorrow.
Doamnă învățătoare.
I hope I'll play some more, but yeah.
Sub talpă n-avem niciun drum. Vai, unde-i casa? Cum să limerim? Și suntem goi și ne cuprinde teama. Unde e tata? Unde este mama?
Oh yeah, probably.
Nu ne vedem nici între noi. Deloc. Și jocul
Are you talking about Fred?
nu ne place. Nu e joc.
Right, this is pretty wild.
Ce deasă ceață. Vai, ce ceață mare. Oh, a zvârliți nevoi o cărare.
Am I going for the 3 hours stream? Maybe, huh? Looks like it. I started a little bit late because of the snow and the power cut, so maybe I'll make up like that. Yeah, the electronic tape used in this is really, really nice. A lot of music from that time was like trying to be modern using electronic tape, and often it's fairly unspectacular and unremarkable. In this one, well, it's one of the school of like Romanian avant-garde again. This is a madrigal. Look it up. This is a type of composition, and this is a madrigal for choir. What I like about it is also, you know, these records, you have like a personal note on this. À Marc déborde, avec ma plus tendre amitié. To Marc déborde, with my most tender friendship. Will we ever see each other again? Ilana.
As it should be.
Here's to wash away the dark clothes. This is this record, but not this record. This is another version of this EP by Conk Party, but this is a dub version that is not on this. This is good, but this is even better. Conk is such a good band.
And I know you're mine. And I run my finger through your girl. Sometimes some other girls, they think a kiss is a contract. When we kiss with fire. When we kiss with passion. When we kiss with pain. Don't fall in love. But I tell myself, don't fall in love. It's just a love attack. I don't know you. I only know your name. And your name is Trouble. A kiss is not a contract.
Alright, so we went through punk, post-punk, techno, electro, classical, modern classical, jazz, free jazz. disco. What else tonight,
As
huh?
it should be.
Ambient.
Some girls think a kiss is a contract. As it is. I tell
Weird
myself,
experimental
don't
vocal.
fall in love. It's just a love attack.
Dub. And yeah,
When we kiss,
I think it will be.
it's with passion.
I hope I set everyone on the tracks of a good weekend.
When we kiss,
And
it's just a love attack. Don't fall in love.
I need more shelves. I need.
I don't know you.
It would be nice if I could have
I
a
don't know your name.
room with all my records, because it's only half of them here.
There's something
barely.
I love more than life. And one of them is trouble. Trouble is a way of life. Don't fall in love.
Thank you. Hello, Dean. Good night, Dean. Yeah, Conk is one of these Manchester bands, like one of the pillars of the hacienda, alongside with Quando Quango. I think they were New York and Netherlands, but like they were really a Manchester band. These records are like from like 83, 84, 85, and are just as relevant today as they ever were, in my opinion. I would drop that in a mix in a club any day. Because if you're dancing, you're just that close to fucking, right? And this is good fucking music. Us obliques. Cheers. Ooh. Oh, with the bass drum there. I forgot about that. This is how it should just start, like in a club. Yeah, maybe I should do an edit of that with this. So thank you for watching. If you are not subscribed yet and you like this, do yourself and myself a favor, subscribe, put a thumbs up, a like to this video if you did like it, and leave a comment if you're watching this after the fact. It's always nice, and if you really want to support the channel, you can always leave a little tip to your DJ of the night through the Ko-fi link in the description of the video. Thank you guys, and have a splendid weekend. Bye, bye, bye.